So when the tell-all at the time was filmed, or shall I say when it was released, the part one, it was brought to my attention that Jenifer had a interesting mark on her lip here, as you can see. Now, of course, when it was sent to me, I didn't think too much of it because I didn't really know what to think. But then I came across a comment that was made on one of Jenifer's posts, which, in my opinion, has there were certain things that I said that have now brought to my attention, and I think so. You know what? There's a potential that some of the things being said here may actually be legit. So let's get into what's been said. So this person here says, if anyone couldn't tell she was on something on the tell-all, I'd be surprised. And interestingly, I remember doing a live stream, some people did say, or someone did mention how they felt as if she looked as if she was high at the tell-all. Okay. Now, this person continued by saying it was sad to watch. She was so high, I thought she was going to fall out at times. I have no idea if she's an addict, of course, but I was the director of several hospitals' addiction centers early on in my career. Her eyes, mannerisms, speech, leaning, response time, voice tones, processing speed, inability to fully engage, bizarre reactions, fluctuating alertness, etc., were all glaring obvious. She could have taken something for anxiety, but even so, that's not how one would present. She displayed similar behaviors in early episodes, and so this is something that someone else did actually point out, to be fair, in one of the live streams as well. But let's continue. And sadly, she might be using drugs to cope with mental disorder, or questionable sexual behaviors are often linked to highs and lows from bipolar disorder, and many other conditions as well. This is all speculative, of course. This is a person, if a person is on a high, they might engage in lengthy sexual encounters with multiple people in one evening. It truly is sad. In addition, someone who is in an active addiction loves the drug and cannot put the love for others first. She will see relationships only in communication to getting her needs met, as opposed to, reciprocating. Yeah, you get the gift. My apologies. Also continues by saying it will all be about money and manipulation to get more drugs. The drug will be the relationship. I just want to stress that, of course, this is a general explanation. I did not know her, obviously, but within minutes of seeing her on the tell-all, it was glaring obvious she was high or took too much of something, perhaps prescribed. So the question is, folks, do you guys agree? Did you guys see the same things? Because obviously this is what I'm noticing, or this is obviously what has been noticed. And the reason why I'm obviously now bringing it and making it into a video is purely because it's something that people have pointed out several times now towards me. And I think obviously now the season's over and whatnot, and obviously now it's something that clearly has become a rather a warning to people. So therefore I asked you, did you notice some of these signs? And if you did notice these signs, the more important question I want to say is, and no offense, Jen, is, have you noticed some of these signs in the people close to you? And if you have noticed the signs that you're noticing here in Jen, that you are noticing people that are close to you, then maybe it's time to check up on them and just to see if anything is obviously going on with that person. Even if you have to investigate behind their back, at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to save the people that are around you. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, as for Jen in particular, obviously it's nothing that we can do for her if this is really the case for herself. You know what I mean? Now, some people obviously have said that that on the other hand, that Jen just came across as if she seemed drunk, which could be another thing. But to be honest with you, even if she was drunk to, control the anxiety, that still wouldn't help, because realistically, she shouldn't be on national television behaving in that way. Do you see what I'm saying, folks? So there's obviously levels to this. Obviously, I don't know too much, obviously, if she was that highly. I mean, to be fair, it was quite surprising that her and Rob obviously were intimate at least 3 times on the show. Some of us thought it was just a one time. So that was quite interesting alone. Obviously, with Cole, who knows how many times that was as well. And, there was other speculations going on as well that I think people were probably making up just for the hate of her. But there were people obviously talking about her potentially having herpes as well. But to be fair, would I say that Jen's ever come across as somebody that is stable? In my opinion, I'm going to say absolutely not. But hey ho, like I said before, for me personally, if you know anyone around you that is, showing any symptoms that are similar to what has been displayed and detailed here, please do, try and seek help for the person that is around you, or maybe even be for yourself. But nonetheless, though, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.